Thumbprint Creations, take 3. Y'all, I really need to learn how to edit. This is getting ridiculous. So this is a flip through, and I always say it's going to be a silent flip through, and then I end up talking through the whole thing. So it's going to be what it's going to be. Got a removable tassel. It's put on a bulldog clip so you can put it wherever you want. I don't know if you can see all that. There's fabric and tulle and paper, and that's all glued and sewn together. This is from My Scrap Cabin. If I remember, I will put the link in the description if I can figure out how to do that. I do order from their Etsy shop for that. Tea bag goes in every journal that leaves this house, and it goes by whatever color the cover is. The majority of these papers are hand-dyed papers, mainly coffee, magazine pages. This is scrapbook paper with some journaling cards and some stickers. This here was, I put coffee in one of my pans that I normally dye in, and then I got sidetracked and walked away, and it's a rusty pan, and they came out grayish black. I actually have some that are darker than that. I didn't use them in this journal, though. And I think that's Graphics Fairy, but I'm not 100% sure. This is what happens if you dry your papers in the oven. Just make sure that you're paying attention so you don't set the house on fire. This one has RIT dye spray on it, or that came out of the pan, because I don't normally wash my pans. That's why they get rusty. This is avocado dyed. And here we have some more magazine pages. I don't know where that came from. I do have a lot. I collect digitals, among other things, right? And a little notepad and another magazine page. So, and this is wet right here. I had to re-glue it. This thing here, I don't have one of those die cuts, so I make that all by hand. You know, as if it's difficult, right? Just a pencil and a ruler and a crocodile and whatever you use. I use a box cutter. This here is an envelope that I took apart so I could back the inside of it with a, this is Graphics Fairy. This is Graphics Fairy. Get in there. Okay. And the stickers, there's a lot of stickers in here too, and they came from Grabby. I had a subscription to Grabby, but I had to cancel it because I have way too much stuff. And I don't need anything right now. Hand-dyed paper with some stamps. That actually came in a pack of a pad. You know those pads of paper that you can get from the Dollar Tree? I have so many of those, so February, we're probably going to use that up. So this here is hand dyed with RIT dye spray, a whole bunch of different ones. And I only sprayed one side. So whatever is on this side was what was on the page underneath it. And this is actually a different way than what I would normally, how I normally have been dyeing my RIT dye papers. And so I will do a video on that probably next because it's really quick and easy. The most part of that is the drying time. Just little journaling cards, which my drying station is underneath this desk. And then I have a fan right there, and I let the fan blow on it. So this is hand-dyed paper too, but it actually was, I think, what I determined was sludge in the bottom of the pan from my first RIT dye experiments. So that's why those are different colors. And this is one of those that came out of a Dollar Tree pack. It was already embossed. This here's from Dear Julie Julie, and then just some journaling cards. This also came out of that same pack that this came out of. A whole bunch of things in there. I don't know if that was a digital. It must have been. It kind of looks like one. And then another Dear Julie Julie. This is the other side of that envelope, and I just got some journaling cards in there. So this is mainly a writing journal. I think I'm going to have to glue that down. It's mostly writing. This is coffee dyed Braille, and just some leftover tax paper. Got some journaling cards, and then that also opens there. That's another envelope. And then I put that on there, and then I glued this whole thing down just because it was kind of flimsy. This here is packaging, and I hope that you're not getting a glare on there. But this had doilies or stickers or something in it, and I just cut the top off where the thing is that said what it was, and then I just sewed it down to this page here. It's scrapbook paper, actually. This came out of a magazine. And then, let's see. This here, I actually got this idea from Natasha at Treasure Books. I think everybody knows her. So there's a pocket here, and this is out of a magazine. And then there's a pocket here, and that's just scrapbook paper with a digital printed on it. And this here, as you flip it over, and there's another pocket. This came out of a photo album, and I just folded it in half, and I cut off this side here because it looked just like that. It looked like I cut the other side of that off. And then I just sewed the 3 sides together. I'm just not going to go in there. There we go. And so there's a pocket on the front and the back. And then there's a pocket here. But there's actually also another pocket in there that matches that pocket. But you're not really going to be able to use that because things will probably get stuck. Okay, let me put this back in here. And this here came out of, I had a Grabby subscription. Since this is for real Take 3, I don't know if I mentioned that already. I had a Grabby subscription, and I have way too much stuff now, so I canceled the subscription. But they have a lot of good stuff there. This green piece of paper came out of that same pack with the other stuff that I got from Dollar Tree. And this is just a, this is cardstock. And I was messing around with my gel plate. And that was actually one of the last prints that I pulled. I still had stuff left. And so I picked it up with that. And then I made that a pocket, and then that's also a pocket on that side. And then obviously it flips out, so you can have more writing space there. And this here is the other sides of the vellum that I was using. I turned that into a pocket, and this is just coffee dyed cardstock. This came out of that same pack from the Dollar Tree. And this came out of a different pack, but it's the same thing from Dollar Tree. They have a whole bunch of different papers in there. Sticker, because I had to sew that on, and then I had to cover that up. So there's 2 pockets there. And then this here is holding down hidden journaling. And then we have digital. I think this is from the digital collage club, which is now making and creating. And then this is just a little notebook. This is actually adding machine tape or paper, whatever you call it. I don't even know. Adding machine, or it could be credit card machine, because we used to have a credit card machine a long time ago. It's got a little sticker right here, and this envelope I made. I do have an envelope punch board. And then this is Graphics Fairy, and I made a writing board just in case. This is Graphics Fairy too. And then I just sewed some trim on there, and so I hid the stitching in the back with some washi tape. And then what do we have in here? This is, I think, rose petal dyed paper. I don't have any rose bushes right now. They're all dead at the moment because of the season. But I will do some more rose dyeing. You know, my roses are pink and red. Get in there. And the first time I did it, I thought I was going to get pink and, you know, pinkish red paper, and that's just not what happens. And then I put a hole and an eyelet on both the front and the back. And aside from that, I need to make a bag to put it in. I make bags for all of my journals. And then this one is ready for its new home. So I hope you enjoyed that. I think the next video I'll do will be the one on the new way that I found to use the RIT dye, because the longest part is the drying time, and it's actually quite simple. So stay tuned, and I will see you soon. Happy crafting.